Have you ever felt useless? I have. Have you been born to fit in a life purpose? I'm not, but I used to think so. Do you think every person in the world has the reason to exist? I don't think that. Are we objects or living beings? I want to present you this book, True Android's Dream of Electric Sheep, because it fits perfectly with the idea of Zygmunt Bauman of the liquid world. These days, when the time is so fast that we could name as liquid times. Also, we can refer to the heavy consumerism of nowadays by his book, Does Ethics Have a Change in a World of Consumers? That explains the impact of this globalized market into human beings. True Android's Dream of Electric Sheep was written in 1968 by Philip K. Dick, and nowadays his visions has already achieved. This talks about a society when androids are made to be slaves for humans. These beings don't have rights, they only exist to produce and serve, but androids aren't the only ones marginalized. Now, imagine you are a human living on Earth alone, because most of the population has evacuated to other planets because of radiation. Also, you have to stay there because radiation makes you inept to emigrate. You are alone, so you use an empathic box to see other humans and escaping the reality. Does this box remind you of something? Bauman points out the insecurity of the citizens in this modern society, marked by uncertainty and constant change. The path of solid life to liquid that can change in a second. Now, we are afraid of the future. There is a creation of random networks of people that don't have anything in common. We are talking with someone on the other side of the world, but we don't really know about our neighbor. We are supposed to work fast, adapt our abilities to the new ones in an ever-changing environment. We are more and more separated from our colleagues because now we are working and studying from home. We have to use these empathic books or mobile phone if we want to interact with other humans. However, this makes us less empathic. We are so disconnected to users we see on the internet. Buying cheap and online is common too, so we are getting farther from the person who is making these pieces that normally are exploited. We know it, but we don't care. Globalization is supposed to reduce gaps amongst countries, but otherwise this is bringing deregulation, poverty, injustice, conflict and violence. In liquid times, we consider other humans as androids because of the physics and emotional distances. There is no empathy left for the people that make the stuff we buy, and all that for being able to fill the void inside us unsuccessfully. Our countries don't want refugees or job seekers. As says Bauman, these individuals without state identity, property and documents are humanity waste for the rich countries. This is directly related to the book of Philip K. Dick. We don't want the android to have feelings and dreams of a better life. We want them to work for us. There is a word in the book called clutter that refers to the waste we left on Earth. These things that we don't need and end filling up every nook. Why are we buying so many things? Bauman says that this modern time is making individuals feeling anxiety, fear, and uncertainty because of the quick change of how the world works. We must be successful, despite there are a lot of subjects better than us. Trying to be the number one consumes a lot of energy and leaves little time for anything else. We buy things to have brief happiness, so we buy a lot of things because we are not happy. In the end, we are looking to fill the void inside us, that there is no better filler than the community. We need to feel the love and affection from our loved ones. But in these liquid times, when the time is taken by work and isolation, these become more and more difficult to have. Finally, I would like to make a question. If you were alone in the earth, with no humans and no animals, Would you buy an electric sheep?